Cinderella story. After being told he could no longer compete inside of a WWE ring, Daniel Bryan fought long and fought hard and recaptured his dream and refuses to let go.
It was on the big stage of WrestleMania where Daniel Bryan realized his dream, capturing the WWE Championship. Pretty incredible what this man has accomplished in his career. The modern-day Maharaja. Former WWE champion and one of the hardest-working superstars today. Just look at his body.
Well, no one will ever accuse Jinder Mahal of being the most popular superstar in WWE, but indeed his work ethic and accomplishments have been exceptional.
Byron, there are 1.3 billion people in India who worship the ground that Mahal walks on.
For any superstar opposing Daniel Bryan, they must be able to counter and endure grueling submission moves. Bryan's a submission expert and can end a match in seconds with a variety of holds, including the yes lock.
The thing about this match is I can't envision these competitors ever giving up. It's just not in their DNA.
Elbow drop! He's looking to make sure this guy doesn't walk away from this match. Drop kick delivered with precision. He's not in a good spot here, guys.
He simply needs to find a way to regroup.
A knee drop! Jinder Mahal has become such a big threat as of late. Guys, how can you hope to counter the modern-day Maharaja?
Okay, look, not to take anything away from Jinder Mahal and all of his accomplishments, but a lot of his success is tied to the Singh brothers. You need to plan for them.
Byron brought up the strategy of wow, he got out of it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it fully locked in. When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match, with the two superstars battling in the crowd and attempting to use ring steps as a weapon.
Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint mixed martial arts champion Ken Shamrock as the special guest referee. The Hitman didn't waste any time focusing his assault on Austin's injured knee.
Steve Austin was busted open, and in the ringside area, it looked like a tornado went through. Once locked in the sharpshooter, Austin refused to give up. Stone Cold passed out due to the excruciating pain, which was considered a submission, giving the Hitman the victory. If it's not the greatest match of all time, it's certainly in the discussion. In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received in the match.
That's an important distinction, Michael, especially since a superstar can win an I Quit match by using a submission maneuver. For superstars who aren't proficient in submission moves, they enter this type of match at a disadvantage. It doesn't mean they can't win, but they need to perfect applying a submission move quickly. Come on, Corey, try and keep up.
We've seen superstars come back from long-term injuries with a newfound passion, and that's certainly been the case with Daniel Bryan's return to action in 2018.
Michael Cole, you ain't kidding. His return match at WrestleMania saw Bryan and Shane McMahon permanently derail Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's Yep movement, much to the enjoyment of the 78,000-plus fans in New Orleans.
Corey, you and Michael mentioned Daniel Bryan's newfound passion in 2018. We really saw Bryan's never-give-up spirit at the Greatest Royal Rumble when he broke Rey Mysterio's record for the most time spent in a single Royal Rumble match.
It was 1 hour, 20 minutes to be exact. Daniel Bryan entered at #1 and lasted all the way to be the second-to-last elimination in the unprecedented 50-man match.
One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder.
Down! Michinoku driver! He's in a little bit of trouble now. His hopes of winning this match appear to be dwindling in a hurry. Mahal is looking to end this. Oh, look at this. How's that for direct communication?
But can he follow up here?
And Mahal just barely getting out of the way.
Oh, I think this man means business. Oh, what an uppercut. Brings down his opponent, and here it is, Corey.
The yes lock is applied. Will his opponent tap?
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
This epic submission match is now history. That was one of the most entertaining submission matches we've seen in a while. Take a look.
This entire match was just one big highlight reel, and I didn't expect anything else.
Here is your winner, Daniel Bryan.
Huge victory here in one-on-one action. No shame in tapping out to that move. Wow, that was incredibly painful.
And folks, if you're just joining us, I'm sorry to tell you that you just missed one of the most exciting SmackDown matches in recent memory.